day. How are you all doing? Welcome. I'm going to turn this down just a tid. Welcome to Weird and Woo-Woo. I'm weird. We get a little woo-woo. We're doing coffee and tarot today. Because it's Wednesday when I'm recording. So it's coffee and tarot. So premise of coffee and tarot is that we get to sit down and have a conversation with spirit. Actually, spirit gets to sit down and have a conversation with us. That's kind of how this is going to go. Meaning that we don't come to or approach it with any kind of agenda, particular questions, time frames, no parameters placed on spirit as to what is told to us. It is spirit getting to choose and say what they want with this. Sometimes it feels like a general tarot reading. Other times it feels like, as we say in the country, a come to Jesus talk, even though it's not about coming to, it's like sit down, we need to have a conversation. You know what I mean? We don't know which way it's going to go or how it's going to come through. So if you want to stick around and find out if there is a message in today for you, fantastic. If not, have a fabulous day. Those sticking around, friendly reminder, you're a sovereign being. You get to determine if, how, when, where, why any of these messages might apply. So whatever you do, don't Cinderella shit to make it fit, okay? Fantastic. All right. I have not had a chance this morning. Morning was full of did a 4-mile walk, came here, did my workout, and I was like, I need to get on. And you all know I'm not afraid to get on here with my hair twisted in my little clip. I don't give a shit. But this is why you get what you get, okay? And you don't throw a fit, all right? Yeah. So let's go ahead. I'm going to fill out for just a minute to see where we want to start, where we want to begin. Okay, so I don't feel like, usually I have like an energy pop. What it feels like right now is like I'm looking at you, you looking at me. Like we're staring at each other. Me and a particular tarot deck are staring at each other. Hermetic tarot. I just saw a cardinal. So I don't know if like you're staring at spirit, spirit staring at you, because that's what it looked like. Like you got something to say? I don't know. You want to hear something? Well, I might have something to say. You got something to say? Like it feels like this little like. Now I said that. I said there was a reading where like two people met, and it's like as soon as you all there's a time when paths cross, and the two of you would like I not only does one see one, the other one sees, like I see you, you see me. That's what it looks, that's what it feels like. I'm not saying that this is hinting at that because it's almost like spirit a little bit. I don't know. It's like, I want to be like, you got a message? And they're like, you ready for a message? Like, that's what I feel like it is. That's the energy. So, we shall see. We shall see. Put this shit over here. You know, it's so funny. I'm just laughing at the fact that the cup okay, so if you've been around for a while, you know, my father was a minister. And he went to the seminary. He actually got his degree and everything from Bethel College. And I'm just like cackling at the fact that I'm drinking my coffee from a Bethel College cup. Doing what I do. I'm not saying there's anything. I'm just like, just the irony. Sorry. All right, I be making faces, y'all. Y'all just have to get used to it. That's what I do. I make faces. All kinds of faces. All righty. Let's get started, Spirit. What we're going to talk about today. We have a King of Cups, and then the Eight of Pentacles. And they're bringing me to a couple of different factors. Because in this one, it's called the Chariot of Waters. And you see, you can see the wheels of the chariot. He's a mean muggin'. Oh, for the love of a serpent. He's like, kind of a thing. And it's like, for whatever reason, now, generally speaking, I think of snakes, serpents as life force energy that pulsates through you. So, but this is coming across, the fact that I've hinted a couple of times where I was like, come to Jesus talk. And then I'm like, oh, the irony of this, there may be hints of, let me be perfectly clear. I am not Christian. I am not anti-Christian necessarily. I'm just not Christian. And so, by all means, this is not a Christian-based reading, I guess I would say. I don't even really reference God. It's like source or universe or spirit or blah, 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 blah. That's how I do shit, right? So it's not to, for people who are like, oh, that's not my thing. That's not how I read. But for whatever reason, they're pulling little hints into this of like, it's like using terminology from somewhere because the serpent is like, he's mean. You can't see shit because of the beautiful natural light. He's mean mugging this temptation while I don't know what kind of fucking bird this is above his crown. But like spirit is protecting your crown. So I'm trying to figure out what is this serpent doing that wants to distract you, wants to pulse, or not necessarily, but this whoever we're referencing, we're gonna figure out who the fuck this is. I want to say your crown, your downloads, your connection is protected. Obviously, any kind of, it's like seeing the temptation or seeing temptations or seeing something that's trying to pull you off track. You see it, you call it out, you ain't having it. That would also be like Eight of Pentacles also is a very dedicated, consistent, focused energy. And your waters, like the Chariot of Waters, is like, it's almost like nothing interfering with, disconnecting, or coming between you and your spiritual connection, your intuition, your etheric self, I would say. So, and that goes along with Chariot of Waters, right? Like the chariot, I always tell you all, chariot is like rhino spirit. It's move, bitch, get out the way. Like nothing's stopping it. Nothing is coming in between it. Nothing's like, you can put something in front of it and that the rhinoceros will wipe it clean. You will be, whatever it is will be removed. So it's giving, like there's a reason they brought me to all of these other things. I want to say that you have you are in full control. Thank you. You are in full control of your connection, is what I want to say. I want to say what you're hearing, what you're receiving. Because the waters are indicating not so much emotions for me right now at this moment as it is your intuitive spiritual giftedness in whatever form that is, okay? So it seems as if nothing's going to be getting in the way. And then, of course, or even getting in the way of you acting on it. Like that's where your focus is where you are being, where you feel you're being spiritually led. Now, for those of you who are not so, you know what I'm saying, I want to say, hinting at little bits of terminology, right, that references Christianity, or like the cup and things like that, and then saying, but this is not that. Like I felt that when I was trying to reassure somebody, like somebody may have religious trauma, and that could have been a thing that interfered a lot with your connection with your higher self, your intuitiveness, the etheric spirit, whatever you want to call it. And it feels so very solid that there's not really anything that's going to subvert or be able to come in between you and your connection, the guidance that you're getting, and your willingness to follow that guidance. Because the Eight of Pentacles talks about being the Lord of Prudence. There's this sense of determination and consistency. That's important for some reason. So we have the Ten of Swords. Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Wands. Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, two different people. I was trying to make sure, two different people. Give me just a second. I'm getting stuff. I know you can't see my thing. I try to raise it up high enough so you can look down, but I'll rework the camera again. Give me a second. So I'll get back to the Ten of Swords here in a second. They said, no, you won't. Well, fuck. Okay, but let me. So the Ten of Swords for me is obviously about wrapping something up, ending something, and moving on to a truer path, to the truth, to clarity, which would be the Ace of Swords. There's something about someone being so dedicated to their spiritual sense and their intuitive, instinctual knowing, and there's a level of dedication and prudence and forward movement on that path. And I feel like saying that is where the Ace of Swords is. That's the clarity. I'm telling you right now, this is about endings, surrendering. This is like a surrender to that. Like, I can't ignore this anymore. I won't fucking ignore it anymore. There's nothing that somebody can say to gaslight me or manipulate me or make me feel different. I feel like this King of Cups, and this has come through. I don't know why. I guess it's a nod to something. There is a sense where somebody is a King of Cups. Gender doesn't matter. The King of Cups, where there is a leaving of one person and like an instinctual, intuitive choice to move towards somebody that is the King of Cups match. The reason this feels so weird to me, and I keep going back and forth, is because somehow the Queen of Cups does not feel like this person's match. Even though you would think King of Cups, Queen of Cups. This one feels like a lie, like a mask, like it's fake, like I'm presenting to appear and seem like somebody's match, which would come along with this temptation, right? This lie or illusion or temptation. And this person's like, I see through your bullshit now. Like, like the Queen of Cups can try to pretend to be the Queen of Cups. But if she is the Queen of Cups, she's more of like one in reversed, where she feels very manipulative. And the King of Cups is not one to fall for the antics of the Queen of Cups anymore. You're not who you say you are. You don't behave in this way. You're not really this person. You're not really the one for me. That's all illusory. It feels as if somebody who has put on a show, and it feels very shallow. Like, I fell for it for so long, and then when things started feeling off, I gaslit myself to believe, no, but see all these outward things, like outwardly, this looks exactly like my match. Why do I not feel the connectedness? And it's like below the surface, because I don't know. It's so funny. Even though this king is mean mugging the serpent, when I'm looking at it on my table, it looks like this. And that motherfucker is almost like turned away from. And this may be somebody leaving somebody who paraded around. This feels like somebody who would like adopt your lifestyle and adopt this, but then expect certain things of you because they felt like they made some kind of great sacrifice, and then use that as like a manipulation tactic. And, but I did all this, and this, and it's always about you. I don't know. How could you leave me? I've done so much. Look at what I've given up. And it's like, no one fucking asked you to. No one asked you to. Okay? No one asked you to do all of that. In fact, I wish you hadn't. Because it's almost as if it's like the fact that she comes after. So basically the way that it shows up on my table, I need to get another camera so I can show you all, is it's the Queen of, it's the Ten of Swords, which is the surrender, the ending of, like, worst case scenario, the ending of a particular path and the beginning of a new one. The Queen of Cups stands between that and the Queen of Wands. And I want to say, the only reason this individual is in the King of Cups energy is because they are really immersed in and relying on their instinct, their intuition, their whether they would call it a spiritual connection or not, they're trusting their inner knowing, calling voice over the Queen of Cups. I think the King of Cups is more fiery, but the current circumstances necessitate that the King of Cups is in the King of Cups energy. And I see the Queen of Wands as a beacon that's calling this individual in, and the Queen of Wands being one that is confident in this is coming towards them, that confident of who they are, very outwardly projecting honestly and truthfully who they are. They stand in their truth, and they emanate that out. And it's like, I get the sense that they burn away any deceit. That's the way that I'm getting it. Whatever is for them will come to them. Is waiting for something to come towards them. Four of Cups. I'm getting something, but I'm gonna. They said, wait. Okay, so we have underneath the King of Cups, we have the Four of Cups. Four of Cups generally speaks of being done with the status quo, waiting for the proverbial cup to come from the sky, waiting for that cup, that fourth cup to appear. There is a sense of boredom with the wait. There is a sense of, but you know, the fourth cup usually comes from the sky. It's like spirit led. Again, waiting and moving towards that. So it tells me that the King of Cups is not taking the bait of the fake Queen of Cups. Like, this person really believes they're a Queen of Cups right now because they have literally built their life around molding themselves into something that this other energy would want, right? So it's they're giving me like mocking, like, you know, where it's like one, you know, where they would echo each other. So this person is trying to be an echo of the King of Cups, trying to appear like, oh, but I am like what you are wanting spiritually. And I feel like King of Cups is doing their best to ignore this. But you know how, like, usually in Rider-Waite, like, the person's sitting under a tree, and the three cups are lined up right in front of them, almost to entice them, almost to be like parading around right in front of them. And it's like, I'm over this. The King of Cups continues to not engage, but I feel like this Queen of Cups still tries to entice, tries to get somebody to bite the bait, probably parades around like, no, I'm a friend, you know, and I want to be very clear. The King of Cups can be someone who identifies as a woman, and the Queen of Cups can be somebody, someone who identifies as a man. Like, this is not gender specific. This goes both ways. People do this shit. It ain't got nothing to do with their gender, okay? Or like their, whatever it is. Ain't got nothing to do with it. This is a people thing. So Four of Cups is this, and the funny thing is, the Queen of Cups is only one of those cups. King of Cups probably has others that parade around in front, I want to say. So this would be like multiple cups going, I'm the cup that the king wants to hold. You know what I mean? And like, the king is like, no, the fuck you're not. Abstaining, pulling back, and not engaging with any of the cups that are being paraded around. Following instinct, saying, I'll know that proverbial cup that comes from the sky when I see it. That's the cup that I will pick up and carry. King of Cups may be focusing more on finances, other material things, finding things to pour themselves into other than these other kinds of temptations. Nine of Pentacles feels, it is a very, like, there's prudence. I will hold out, right? I get multiple, like, this is like, I'm focusing on my money and I'm doing that, but it also feels like I am perfectly okay being in a solitary energy myself, my motherfucking self. That's what the Nine of Pentacles feels like. Really good on their own. Under the Ten of Swords, so this surrender and leading, like something, like what, okay. Ten of Swords feels like been there, done that, not doing it again. Maybe took temptations in the past. Maybe flirted with the idea of, oh, I'll explore it and see. And it's like, Queen of Cups is not original. I feel like King of Cups has experienced Queen of Cups a lot. People really pretending, and I think Queen of Cups did more convincing. Because this feels like somebody that was left behind, right? And is trying to get out in front of this ending and pretend like they're the new beginning. Also, like to get somebody to come back. That's what it feels like. Queen of Cups is, yeah. So the Ten of Swords is the ending of that, and just the surrender to the truth that that person was not, and that what they have right in front of them, and the people that are reaching out to them, and those that are in their circle or in their environment, that's not them. My person's not here. I haven't met them. I haven't seen them. I haven't encountered them. The cup that I want to take or that I will accept it's not here. Okay. I'll know is what the Ten of Swords is saying. And when I do know, when it switches from the 10 to from the Ten of Swords to the Ace of Swords, I'll know, because it'll be clear as day. That's what I'll take action towards. That's when I'll take action. So this individual's got, and it feels like, it's not like, well, they very well may get flirted with when they go out and get coffee or do other things. Like, I feel like people are like very much so laying it on thick. Like, it's almost embarrassing is what I want to say. Like, people make it known. Like, they flirt a little too hard. This is people they may encounter a couple of times, and it's like, damn, every single time I come across you. Seriously. That's what it feels like to me. And I honestly, what's funny is this Queen of Cups thinks that they are competing with those other two, like the 3 cups in front of the 4 of cups, you know? They have no idea of the Queen of Wands, who is over here not parading around, sitting, waiting, perfectly in their energy, not giving a shit, not searching, looking, and not begging. Like, you either fucking notice me or you don't. Okay. So the Queen of Cups is one of the 3 cups sitting in front of this King of Cups. And absolutely not. This one's trying to do all kinds of, bring it in, that kind of shit, to outcompete the other cups. This King of Cups doesn't want any of that fucking shit. None of that. Really trying to parade around like, I am your match. I get you. I understand. Blah, 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 blah. They do not. And once upon a time, yeah, 4 Swords is like a break, a pause. There's a break. There's been I think this Queen of Cups thinks it's only temporary. Here's the thing. I don't think this Queen of Cups, it's like Queen of Cups still thinks there's a shot. God dang, I put my eyeball. Still thinks there's a shot. Am I okay? I might be okay. Sorry, guys. Jesus. Anyways. I am feeling like, no, I am feeling. Who got the 4 Swords? Like, I need a break from you. I need to get away from you. Like, this person thinks this isn't going to last. This isn't real. This is going to come back. Like, this, like, we're not really, so-and-so is going through something, blah, 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 blah. Doesn't really think that it's like they don't think it's real. It's not really real. We're meant to be. I'm telling you, Queen of Cups thinks it's completely the match to the King of Cups. I'm your divine whatever. I'm your blah, blah, blah. We're meant to be. This reminds me of some okay, no offense, guys. This reminds me of some bullshit where somebody's like, that's my twin flame. He'll come back to me. It's not your fucking whatever. You're delulu in your own head. Queen of Cups is delulu good. Hold on. Wait. Ah! Look at all the cards that flip for this bitch. I'm liking the Queen of Wands. Can I just say, the desperation wafting off the Queen of Cups is just embarrassing. I have secondhand embarrassment for this person. Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is the actual match, is the wish fulfillment. The King of Cups, who's not really King of Cups, but he's having to be in his cups right now. See. Nine of Cups, the true wish fulfillment. This is I want to say this is the one, it's not the one that got away, the one that was missed. Like, this King of Cups missed the mark. Fell for the antics of the Queen of Cups, parading around like, I'm your match, and really got caught up in that. Maybe even thought, oh, you are my, like, I don't know, twin, blah, blah, blah. Fell for it for a little bit. It's like, this shit's, no, it's not. Whatever it is. On this one, Seven of Pentacles, it says success unfulfilled. Meaning that it was always meant to be the Queen of Wands. Like, the Queen of Wands was always going to be the right match for whoever is currently having to be in their King of Cups status. And it's just a matter of time. That's what the Seven of the Queen of Wands may feel like it may not ever happen, right? You plant your garden, you plant the seeds, some things sprout, some things grow, some things don't. I don't know. I guess maybe it's taking so long. The Queen of Wands may have given up. I mean, she's sitting over here pretty like, whatever, fuck it. Is not groveling, is what they're saying, groveling? Am I saying that right? Isn't, I don't know, she's really good in her energy and her power right now. So she is exactly what the King of Cups has always felt drawn to and wanted. Okay. Seven of Pentacles is, but this just hasn't happened yet. But also Seven of Pentacles leads to the Eight of Pentacles. So it's like, it's just a matter of time. And Seven of Pentacles can mean something is breaking ground now. Like, this wish, this desire is going to begin to break ground. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. Like, things are turning around right now. So this motherfucker being in the energy of not only recognizing the truth of the situation, but also how they faltered in listening to their inner voice, and now are like, fuck that shit. I'm not going to be easily tempted, easily strayed away, easily lured by what looks like it fits all the whatevers, and watching somebody morph themselves into something to appease me. This King of Cups gets it and is following their gut and will not compromise again, and is on the search for, will only entertain. Let's put it that way. I don't even know if they're actively searching. They're just actively listening to spirit, to their higher self, to their instinct, but will not take less than that proverbial cup from the sky. Okay? They know what they're waiting for. And something is about to change in the way of this wish or ideal person coming into fruition. Like, I want to say there's forces at hand that, you know, but it almost sounds like, I mean, a little bit is, but it's, you know. Tell me more about that really quick, please. It's a new beginning. We've got the Page of Pentacles with the Sun. Jesus, are you shit? Spirit is bringing this in. So we got the Page of Pentacles, which is a fresh new start. This is a new situation blossoming within the reality. This isn't like, oh, I'm connected telepathically to somebody. I can feel and sense their energy. This shit is about to actually be birthed. It's about to break ground. This wish fulfillment. And the funny thing is, the wish card comes out on the Queen of Wands. So this is a wish from both individuals. Seven of Pentacles, it's about, like, Queen of Wands almost gave up, like, but is like, fuck it, whatever. A lot of shit's changing. The wait is going to be over very soon. So, the Page of Pentacles is this budding within your reality. And then came the Sun, which is victory, success. It's the yes card. It's the happiest card in the deck. And when I try to clarify, I get the Star. Yeah, Spirit is actually very much so present. The two of you are being guided together. Now, again, some people may not believe in that shit. Whatever, whoever I'm reading for, whoever is the King of Cups obviously does. Whether they frame it like Spirit is bringing, they feel like a path is aligning and that the right one is going to come in and that it's going to magically happen, whether they put terminology to that shit or not. Okay? So they are in the energy of feeling like there is a third energy of something happening and is willing to wait for it. Any inkling on... It's funny because this feels like more of an FYI for the Queen of Wands. Just sitting over here pretty. Probably, this doesn't feel like... Queen of Wands doesn't know the King of Cups is the one that's going to be for her. Other than maybe this might be somebody that you've been like, ooh, nice. You know what I mean? Before. So it's... And if you've wondered it, again, as a Queen of Wands, if you have wondered it, then it is the idea that you may have contemplated it briefly, but there's nothing been in reality to, Seven of Pentacles. You've been waiting a long time. And you're like, well, guess not. And you may have just left it alone. So this could be somebody that you were once like, nice. And, you know what I mean? This could be somebody that you've passed by and was like, oh, that's a good look at it, whatever. It doesn't feel, there's been no like dating, no relationship, no, let me try to get this off the ground with this person. There's been no, in the beginning I was like, I see you, do you see me kind of thing? Like, that kind of thing. It's like, there's not been that recognition between the two, where it's like both are on the same page. Like I'm looking at you across the room, you looking at me across the room kind of thing. Voila. So that's what that is. So you've been waiting. Queen of Wands has been waiting for a really great match. Your wish is coming in. And it's going to be a whirlwind. Because I keep getting the winds of change with the Wheel of Fortune. And it just feels like a whirlwind. Something will bud in your reality. That's what the page is. That is a budding. It's a seed planted that's going to bud. Spirit is helping this along. Spirit is guiding this. This is like, again, star cards like following the North Star home. And then the Sun is, this is a go. This is a yes. There will be success in this coming together. So, on that note then, I think that Spirit was just kind of giving you a backstory. Because I don't know. Like, why would Spirit need to tell you, yes, there's somebody still trying to get this person like back maybe. There's history with the Queen of Cups. I'll tell you that if I can mention. But there's also other wannabe Queen of Cups where like people are parading around trying to like entice this individual. So this individual may be wanted by people. Maybe a lot of people are interested. This motherfucker may be really good looking, intelligent, success. I don't fucking know what with the King of Cups, but no one's catching their eye. No one's catching their heart. No one feels like the right cup, that proverbial cup from the sky. So not giving the time of day. And that may be pertinent for you to know when this individual comes in, so that when they're giving you attention and you know they get a lot of attention, that's the combination. You know they are getting a lot of attention. You know there are people that are dying to get their attention. It's almost embarrassing. I will tell you that. That's what it feels like. I'm like, Jesus, save yourself some fucking, like, save face, please. And this person just isn't, they're not biting, but yet I see you though. They're fucking ignoring the shit out of that. And for whatever reason, their sights are set on you. And you may, if anything comes through where you're like, yeah, but you got all, like, why would I trust you? You've got all of it. I'm telling you right now, you might even be like, why are you paying attention to me when you have all of this as an option? Okay. Because they're waiting for the cup. They're not taking the temptation. It's such a frou-frou-y term in the spiritual community. I get why it's said. It's to give an energy and help somebody understand. Like, it would be like a kingdom spouse is what they're giving me. And Spirit knows I don't like the cheesy dumb shit. But it's giving that. Like, not anybody can sit on this throne with me. I don't want just anybody by my side. Been there, done that with this fucker. Not doing it again. This feels like was in a full-on relationship with the Queen of Wands that parades around and blah, blah, blah. And it feels like when this person comes across the Queen of Wands, this individual is always going to be in their instinct, be connected, but it's like there's some kind of, the Queen of Wands, they're showing me, are you coming to the tree? What is that fucking movie? You know, the girl on fire? Shit. I hate when I go dumb in the middle of a reading. They're showing me, like, you know, when they do the parade for the districts and stuff like that, and like her and Jennifer Lawrence plays her and her partner that are, you know, supposed to get married. Their things turn to fire, right? Their outfit's always girl on fire. You know what I mean? And so both end up burning as they're riding their chariots. So it's like you ignite, like you give permission for this person to step into, to feel safe enough to be able to be the King of Wands again. So this person has a lot of fiery energy. But has to really, I feel like saying, retreat into their King of Cups out of, at least in regards to love or partnership, to ensure I don't even want to say protective, but it is a bit of a protective energy. So anything else you'd like to say to the Queen of shit fire? No, bitch, quit trying to come in here. Queen of Wands. Anything else you want to say to the Queen of Wands? This one won now. The tarot, Archangel Tarot, was kind of speaking up, but it felt iffy. And this one was commanding. So this would go with Queen of Wands. Bitch! I just dropped a lot. Hold on. I've got to escape down. Oh, shit. Oh, there's a lot. Okay. Look who fucking came out! Okay, sorry. King of motherfucking wands, bitch. Mm-hmm. 8 of wands. Oh. This came out in the other reading. This is a knock to the other reading. Okay, so we do have the 5 of Cups. Remember I said it was like a final goodbye? There's some kind of final goodbye. This 5 of Cups is, it's not a I am overly focused on. This motherfucker's not overly focused. I told you there's a desperation with the Queen of Cups. Like, I think the 5 of Cups is more for the Queen of Cups. Like, this is a final goodbye. She's fucking stuck. Now, I don't know if she's a she or whatever, but for purposes of just because it's a queen, that's what I'm saying. But whoever is the Queen of Cups is still fucking stuck. That person is still stuck on the King of Cups. And look what came out with it, the 4 swords. This has been, okay, a break. This has been this person's been getting away from this. And it's like, they're exhausted with the amount of, I feel like saying antics, but shit that the Queen of Cups has tried to pull to try and, it's like, when you make any excuse to be able to be around a person or have to reach out to a person or have to contact a person or, like I need help with this and do you still have, like, I don't know, showing up places, like just trying to position yourself so that you have to talk. This person wants a fucking break. But there's like, I also get a sense of peace with this particular 4 swords. So the 5 of Cups happens, the final goodbye happens, and I just feel like, I want to say thank God. Religious trauma came up earlier, and I feel like saying the religious trauma is on, and again, King of Cups may not word it like this, but it's like the use of religion and may have been weaponized against at some point, or the very traditional viewpoint of how religion was influencing their connections and whether they stayed or went. The cardinal is chilling. Bright red. And I just want to say, it's like, may have taken something, because somebody may have been raised that way, but like may not still participate in religion, but that aspect of till death do you part. This might have been a divorce then. I don't really know. Like that sense of like undying loyalty, no matter how somebody treats you. You got to give it a go. Nothing's perfect. Like, it's one of those things where it was like, but you promised, and like this, it feels like a manipulation tactic. I think it's on the, that's confirmation. It's nobody, I'm not good enough. So trying to give this message, and it's like, this person may get phone calls from this individual. They want to be true to themselves. I want to say the King of Wands, who he truly is, don't you love this shit, is going to be coming into the Queen of Wands fast. And again, I always tell you, I said before, I feel like Spirit has a hand in this. Then we have the Star card. The one card, generally speaking, when we're talking about timing and speed, that is Spirit driven, is the 8 of Wands. Like, something is going to land this King of Wands is going to land very quickly. So even if this separation happened a long time ago. Again, this person has, ooh, it feels like I'm still your friend. Let me help you with this, or let me do, like wanting to portray themselves as let's keep things on good terms. But it was really used as a manipulation tactic. And I think that the King of Cups, King of Wands, really sees through this bullshit. Really sees through it. Justice is happening. Things are being put right. Ace of Pentacles, there is going to be a new start, a new life. New life brought to this potential, this connection. I fucking told you. The Ten of Swords goes to the Ace of Swords. Okay? Ten of Swords. Woo! Ten of Swords to the Ace of Swords. Clarity. Truth. There's honor in this. Why did I say it? Like, I feel like this person feels like they're honoring themselves for the first fucking time. There may be something about the Queen of Wands that either family or traditionally by the church or something would be frowned upon. But the King of Wands is like, no, there may be some like upbringing or again, familial influences that say that's not, you should look for this and and so there's not, that person's not a right match, but this person knows it is a right match. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. This is coming in with sincerity, truth, loyalty, honesty, genuinely. This is what I call integrity. When a relationship starts on integrity, which is words, actions, energies, all match. This individual is integral, and they are coming in with an offer. And you see, I told you, it's like the Queen of Wands is like calling something in. It's that frequency. It's like a, I know sirens get a bad rap, but like a siren like pulling something in, like instinctually, like so. I'm gonna leave it at that because I don't want to get overly woo. I feel like there is a person within this dynamic that like would say yes to everything as long and be like, that's exactly it, as long as you didn't use any woo-woo terms, any of these newfangled spiritual terms that you hear people use. So I want to say whether the King of Wands articulates things in this manner, they feel it the same as the Queen of Wands. Okay? So this is coming in. And it seemed like the focus was completely on letting the Queen of Wands know, yes, there's still somebody that wants them. Yes, there's still somebody that tries to interject themselves. Yes, there are others that think that this motherfucker is up for grabs. But what's more important is how this motherfucker feels. And let me tell you about how he is seeing things, how they are approaching this situation, what they want and desire, because that's the only thing the Queen of Wands should focus on. And there are no interferences coming through. None of these distractions. And while it may have taken some time, it is coming in. Don't be dismayed when they arrive and there may be a fanfare around them. And I get the Queen of Wands is going to feel secondhand embarrassment for these others, like almost feeling bad because this king doesn't like it, is not impressed by it. There's just an air of desperation that it feels that they encounter. And I ain't trying to say that this dude is like, or it may not be a dude, but whatever, fucking whatever, okay? This person is not like the be-all, end-all god or goddess of all, you know what I mean? And it's like, but when you see what surrounds them versus what their heart really wants and who they really are. It's like there's something in the Queen of Wands that gives them permission to be themselves. And when they show you their King of Wands self, you will fucking know. You will know. And I think at that point, you'll feel very solid despite what, and I just get this feeling the Queen of Wands is going to be like, Queen of Cups doesn't fucking get it. Doesn't get you. I'm so sorry. That's what it feels like to me. So, all right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope everybody has a fantastic, wonderful day. Hope the message finds whoever it is meant for. Yeah. And I'll see you at the next reading.